Hey, what's up guys? My name is Misal and today I just wanted to make a quick video and kind of express myself a little bit, which is something that I have a hard time doing. So, putting it out on the internet is especially excruciating, but there's something I want to get off my chest, and that's the kind of topic I want to talk about today. I feel like a lot of people feel this and it sucks expressing it, but I have a short story that I want to share of something that happened today, which is one day prior to my birthday, which is going to be tomorrow, October 1st. I don't ever tell people it's my birthday, so I don't do this, because I want any kind of recognition or anything like that. Honestly, I hate my birthday. I've struggled with that for many years because that's the day when I feel the most loneliness, and it just, man, today I'm really going through it. Drove me to make this video. And so I'm somebody who doesn't really have a lot of support. I'm somebody who feels like he's a failure in life, who feels like he's not really achieving my goals. I've been pursuing a degree for 5 years when I should have been done by now. I've been stuck at a job where I just felt I wasn't valued, so I quit my job about a month and a half ago with no backup plan, and I basically only had $1,000 left to my name. Today makes it like 500, so it's really sinking in. That reality that's kicking in, how am I gonna pay next month's rent, and how am I gonna survive, what am I gonna do for food? And obviously I would love to have this content creator thing really kick off, but I know that takes a while. I just don't have a circle. I do have some friends who I really appreciate, and it's a few of them, but I love them with all my heart. They mean the world to me, and I know they care about me. I want to share that and shout them out, because even though sometimes I feel like there's nobody there for you, I know that there are some people, so I want to take the time to appreciate them, know that I appreciate it, because I never really tell them. I have a hard time being vulnerable. I just kind of cover it up with jokes. My birthday is always the loneliest day of the year for me because I just feel alone, and usually I am alone. I literally can't remember the last time I celebrated, and just this overwhelming loneliness, it just takes over you. And I feel like that doesn't get talked enough about, especially in guys, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel the same way, and maybe they have a hard time expressing that. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I just thought it would be a good video just to kind of share a bit of who I am, what I'm like, things like that. But just to give you a little bit of context about me, I come from kind of a broken family. It's just complicated. Like, I love them to death. Well, I love my mom to death and my siblings, but I grew up without a dad, so single mother, and my siblings, we were kind of spread out because my mom had to take care of one at a time because they were sleeping on floors and stuff like that. So I've had a rough childhood, and that did shape me into the adult I am. It does give me some resiliency, which I would say is kind of the thing that keeps me pushing, because my mom was resilient and I admire her for that. So that's a trait that I strive to have, amongst everything else. Even though I feel like a failure, at least I know I can get up and try again. But yeah, sometimes just it seems so out of reach that everything seems impossible. Like, the weight of the world is just crushing you and you don't know what to do. And I honestly don't. I don't know what I'm gonna do going forward. But I also lost a really important person to me this year. It's kind of crazy how you can go from important to somebody, and then vice versa, and to just be total strangers, you know. So that really sucked, and I'm still fighting that. So to get to the main point, today I went to go get a haircut, which is what I've been really looking forward to for the past couple of days, since my hair is, you know, it gets really long and curly. Yeah, it helps me feel confident, at least for a little bit. And I got a text message saying that I could get 50% off. I got $500 left. And my barber is super cool. It's like I got to know their whole family, and it's super cool. They're really nice people, but I did not expect what happened at the end. As I was leaving, my card is on file, and she just said, "You're good." She asked me, "Oh, did you want a receipt?" And I was like, well, I need to be more financially responsible, so yeah, sure. Well, the thing is, I actually don't have a receipt for you because I covered it for you. I don't know, I guess that's why I'm getting a bit emotional, but that's probably the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. And it's just a cool thing to see that people still exist like that, you know, and it made me feel grateful, you know. And what I want to do with my channel and whether kind of content I want to create is to help others, you know. So if I can share from my struggles, my experiences, and help somebody along the way so they don't have to, you know, suffer through the same stuff that I had to go through, and to me that's a win. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to get out of my content creation, you know, follow along my journey, see if I make it out of this hole. And, you know, I'd love to get to know people as well, and to address anybody that feels lonely, or even if it's your birthday. I just want to say that I love you guys, no matter who you are, no matter what your situation is. And it's not like I can guarantee that it'll get better, but, you know, I have faith that it will, for all of us. And I just want to make people feel seen, you know. I guess it's something within me that desires that, but I don't want anybody else to feel that. So yeah, if I can help along the way, that's kind of the path I see for myself. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know how I'm gonna make money, you know. By this age, I should have graduated college already. I should have, you know, I should be helping my mom, and so many things that I feel unsuccessful, but I want to make it so I can contribute. But I just feel like we should all just treat each other with kindness and respect. And that's, I guess, the overall message that I want to share. And I know this video has gone on for a while, so if you're still here at the end, and I'm grateful that you stuck around to the end, and I love whoever's watching, not in a weird way, but so yeah, feel free to follow me for more. And one last thing is, I will be trying to make more videos, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see.